To the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
Return to kick off for the Falcons.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Locke sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Is good. Makes the score Falcons 7, Broncos nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Ball carrier. Grady Jarrett on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 44, Locke able to get this to Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards on the play.
Lock now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
But no start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From midfield, here's Locke. And pressure gets to him again. LeRoy Reynolds. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Broncos 1st down.
From the gun, it's Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsey. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now they'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Block going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. He gives to Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, the 20.
Here we go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and now it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
On the carry.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael Ojemudia. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. It's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Block will try again on second down. Goes back to Sutton. This time completes it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Broncos.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down and 4. Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd and goal. Locke. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown, Denver.
Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Is good.
McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And a decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a hook up downfield on second down. gain of 37. From the shotgun, Ryan. He completes it to Jones. They're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
They've done an excellent job blanketing Julio Jones here in the first half. That's just his second catch. So as they head into halftime, the Falcons have to ask this question of themselves. How do we get the ball to number 11?
This will be caught about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
The score, Falcons 21, Broncos 14.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up from the 33. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they start defensively at the 40-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
Ryan able to get this to Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one caught on the the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Brought down at the 4-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The tackle made by
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes it...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Second and 9 from the 44.
The 44-yard line.
Play action. It's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, second and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
14.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Locke. Rolling to his right.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
3rd and 14.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Buying time to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it instead.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Broncos
block now to throw. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
15 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Locke now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Demonte Casey on the cover.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. Being chased out left. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Locke now on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to second.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching the Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
20.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos get a bit closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Tic-tac!
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag throw.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to the workhorse today. It's Garland. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for them.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This will be their 3rd straight defeat. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
5 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
On 1st down, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play.